I'm Garrett Bulkus with Last Breath TV, and on this episode of Image Autopsy, we're taking a look at another great buck taken with archery equipment. Tilt was a deer that Matt and Jesse hunted for several years, and ultimately rattled them in early November for a shot. The farm that Matt and Jesse were hunting was around 100 acres, comprised mostly of agricultural ground. It had some heavy grassy waterways as well as some old fence rows with some timber in it. They used 5 to 6 trail cameras to monitor the deer on it and understand their movements. The unique thing about most of the images of Tilt that Matt and Jesse got is that they were really close to dusk or to daylight. So given this information, that led them to believe that Tilt was living on the farm that they were hunting. Taking this into consideration, they were very careful about when and where they hunted on that farm. Wind direction, entry and exit were very important. Ultimately, it led to them sneaking in extremely early on a November morning and rattling Tilt in for a shot. The take-home message here is that Matt and Jesse closely monitored the time stamps on the camera pictures. What this did is let them know that Tilt was probably living very close or on the farm they were hunting, giving them the advantage to make sure that they were cautious when they hunted, and when they did so, the time was right.
As I got 3/4 of the way up the tree, I noticed out in the center of the pasture, coming into the flat that I was sitting on, a big buck tending a doe. So I'm self-filming, it's the middle of the week, Jesse's working. I'm sitting here for about another 30 minutes after I'd gotten back up in the stand. I had reset all the camera gear to the other stand just because I didn't like how it was going to play out. If a deer did happen to come between me and the creek, I wasn't going to be able to get the shot and everything on film. So I jumped to the camera stand and started hunting out of it. Well, I just had this funny suspicion just to look behind me. Sure enough, a deer's coming my way. Matt. Guys, yes. All right, guys, here he is. It's Tilt. We believe he's a 5.5-year-old, 4.5-year-old at least buck. Got on camera this year. Been in contact with our neighbor Zach a lot about this deer we got going on out here, but he was definitely one on the kill list, and couldn't be more happy to have a tag on him.